No, but look, this is another thing that Bethany is 1000% full of crap on. So do progressives actually attack people for having kids? I've literally never seen it. And by the way, now there's a lot of leftists who say crazy stuff, right? And I still haven't seen them say that.
Yeah.
You're making it up entirely. Look, I can show you tons of leftist stuff where I go, oh, that's going too far.
Like
right?
referring to women as people with uteruses?
Yeah, I mean, there's all the stupid language and 1,000 other.
All right, stop. Y'all have to see this. So this is Anna Kasparian, famous journalist of Young Turks fame. She says, all this, I'm a woman, please don't call me birthday person, whatever. Jeez, like stupid stuff. And now, everybody is roasting her like a this. A.K. Rowling. Of course, I couldn't live without her roasting her myself. Just calling her out for her TERF rhetoric, and it's no surprise considering that, she's an Armenian that joined an organization called the Young Turks. Talk about gaslighting minorities for a freaking living. Anyway, have fun, and Anna Kasparian, thank you for outing yourself as a TERF. Bye.
This liberal TV host is currently getting cancelled by her own base after she put out this tweet. She explains that she's a woman, to never refer to her as a person with a uterus, birthing person, or a person who menstruates, that the attempt to replace the word woman is degrading, and that she doesn't want to be minimized to a body part. Her fan base is now calling her a traitor, a TERF, and a bigot.
Alright guys, so in this episode of how to red pill the left, okay, you just gotta give them what they want. Give them everything that they say that they want, okay? If you give them the radical left policies and agenda that they claim that they want, inevitably some people with an ounce of common sense and decency will pull away and say, hey, this is too much, right? This is too much, okay? And on this episode, we have Anna Kasparian, who already has low-key taken the red pill on crime, okay? Because the city that she lives in, Los Angeles, and the state that she lives in, California, crime is out of control, right? Crime is out of control. She probably feels unsafe. She's not on board with the radical progressive agenda when it comes to being soft on crime and progressive criminal justice reform. Now she's speaking out about the radical gender agenda being pushed by the left in regards to how basically we're erasing women, okay? We are basically trying to relegate women to menstruating persons or people with uteruses, right? Terms that really try to take away a woman's womanhood, okay? And Anna Kasparian spoke out about that on Twitter, and boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, was the mob upset. They couldn't take it. Right? They've turned on her. They're now trashing her as a transphobe and a TERF. Okay? Just because she declared that, hey, I'm a woman. Right? Which is a reminder to you guys. Okay? If you want a reminder of what it means to be transphobic, okay, I have some transphobic mugs at my website with the definition of transphobic in 2023, which is anybody that is proud to be a biological man or woman. Right? So, you can check that out on my website, gforemanbcp.com. Without further ado, let's get into this, right? Anna Kasparian tweeted out. She says, quote, I'm a woman. Please don't ever refer to me as a person with a uterus, birthing person, or a person who menstruates. How do people not realize how degrading this is? You can support the transgender community without doing this ish. Boy, again, once upon a time, maybe 10 years ago, this was common sense, right? Now, in 2023, this is transphobia, okay? This is textbook bigotry, okay? And she got a whole lot of backlash from her, progressive community on this. The Humanist Report replied and said, I respect you a lot, but this notion that the mere existence of trans inclusion terms rarely used in actual combos somehow degrades women comes right out of the right's trans war on women playbook. There's a reason why they're praising you for this. Again, so anything that the right agrees with is just by definition wrong. Okay, this is how these people think. Okay, this is how their brains operate. Anything by definition that the right says is wrong. Incredible, right? Absolutely incredible. Again, this is tribal politics at its finest. She replies, hey, Mike, you're a guy who has no clue what it's like to have your reproductive freedom taken away, but consider what it's like to have the same lawmakers who fail to protect our rights turn around and call us people with uteruses. It's not inclusive if cis women hate it. Well, it's not about your feelings, right? It's not about your feelings, because the feelings of men who want to be women matter more than actual women. Again, this is a new patriarchy, right? What is this, the fourth, fifth wave feminism, right? This is a new patriarchy, okay? Men over women, okay? Men that want to be women over actual women, okay? You got to get on board with it. Somebody else says, so now because some lawmakers have failed to protect your rights, you repeat the talking points of those who actively took and are trying to take more of them away. Well, hold on. Slow down here now. Abortion is not a right, right? You don't have a right to an abortion, okay? That's not a right, okay? But, you know, I do believe that women have a right to their own spaces, okay? I do believe that women have a right to compete amongst themselves when it comes to sports, to not have to compete unfairly with biological males. And that is being taken away, right? That is actively being taken away from women, okay? That is actually what's happening, okay? The abortion thing, again, nobody's banning abortion, right? Nobody's banning it outright, okay? That's a lie coming from the left. I say what I think as an independent person with an independent mind. I don't care what the right or left thinks. And I've made myself clear on being against any policy that harms the trans community, but maybe respect my personal boundaries too. Is that okay? No, that's not okay, right? You don't have any personal boundaries as a woman, right? All your boundaries can be intruded on by a man, specifically a man that wants to be a woman, right? You understand how that works? You understand? You gotta understand. You gotta get on board with it. Somebody replied, said, your personal boundaries don't get to define how a medical organization refers to an umbrella category of people. They're not calling women people who menstruate. They're including trans men in a joint category for accuracy and sensitivity. Well, none of that stuff is medically accurate, right? When we're out here confusing the sexes and the genders and stuff like that, none of that stuff is going to be medically accurate. So, yeah, I mean, again, the activists went hard on her. Okay, you got this person right here, Alejandra Caraballo, who I can't read the tweet myself because she blocked me, or he, right? They blocked me, so I can't read it, so I got to go off a stream shot here. He says, oh, F off with this stupid made-up BS. Trans folks are having their existence criminalized in state after state, and you want to whine about this ish. Again, so your existence is not being criminalized, right? Nobody's banning people from being trans. Again, unless you want to go to Uganda, right? In Uganda, they're doing that, but in the United States, they're not doing that. Not happening. So yeah, she's being called a TERF. Okay, they're saying that you know, she's going to basically go on PragerU, right? Yeah, again, she's getting attacked all over the place, right? Which again, you know, hey, this is what happens when the left, you know, turns on themselves. They eat themselves. You can never be woken up. Anna Kasparian is very woke, okay? But again, unless you go along with the agenda 100%, you're attacked, okay? You have to be 100% on board, or you are a bigot, right? You're a TERF, you are transphobic, whatever, right? But hey, at least they're not calling her a turd like what they're doing out in Australia, where you have politicians quite literally calling women turds, okay, who don't go along with the gender ideology. And also you have women not being allowed to speak at Let Women Speak rallies out in Australia as well too. Take a look.
And we need to call Posey and Kimberley and their ilk what they actually are, and that is trans exclusionary right-wing dropkicks. TERDS. They're not TERFs, they are turds, and that's how we should describe them. Turds. TERDS.
The Daily Mail in the United Kingdom is the polar opposite. They know what biological sex is, and they celebrate women like myself.
Everybody just stand up. Let's go.
This country should be ashamed that they even let people like this into this country. Now, that they are not welcome here. And I'm pulverised by the police by simply telling that person that they are not allowed to be here.
Yeah. So again, this is the future that people are signing up for when they get on board with this stuff, right? Women can't even speak at Let Women Speak rallies because apparently that's bigoted, right? It's bigoted, it's transphobic. For women to be able to just speak. Again, do people not understand what's happening here? Do people not understand what is happening to all the precious rights that women fought for what, over 100 years? They're being eroded, right? I don't know how else to tell you, right? I don't know how else to, present this information to you, okay? Clearly, as a woman, you can't even say, hey, look, I'm a biological woman, I'm proud to be one, right? You can't say that. You can't speak at women's rallies for women's rights, okay, without including the rights of men that want to be women. You got to include them too. Again, women don't have the right to their own stuff anymore. And people think that somehow, some way, this is progress, right? We're moving in the right direction. Absolutely amazing stuff, man. I'm just saying, again, the best way to red pill some of these people is give them exactly what they want. This is what y'all want. This is what y'all signing up for. All right, cool, right? Enjoy being called turds and also degraded to just body parts, right? You're just body part. You're just a menstruating person. You're just a person with a uterus. Amazing stuff. Absolutely amazing stuff. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.